My wife left me after she started earning twice my salary, calling me dead weight and expecting me to beg. Instead, she is now alone while I thrive without her. I'm Daniel, a high school history teacher. Pammy worked in corporate marketing. When we met, she was an intern. We joked we'd end up broke together. Pammy got promoted 3 times in 5 years. Suddenly, we went from splitting rent to her talking about investment portfolios. I supported all of it. Every late night, every weekend she spent at the office. The promotion came with a massive raise. Twice what I made, maybe more. I was genuinely excited for her. For 2 weeks, everything seemed fine. Then the comments started. Must be nice to have summers off. Even though I worked a second job, she'd sigh when I suggested staying in, saying she needed to be around ambitious people to stay motivated. I knew what she meant. Her friends changed. All corporate people. She stopped proudly introducing me as her husband. This is Dan, he teaches. Like it was a hobby. One dinner party drove it home. Some guy asked what I did. When I said history teacher, he laughed. Oh, that's nice. Someone's gotta do it. I looked at Pammy. She'd heard, but just kept talking. Didn't defend me. Didn't even acknowledge it. That's when I knew. 6 months later, Pammy came home early. I've been thinking about us. We've grown in different directions. I need someone who matches my energy. She said it like a business decision. I asked if there was someone else. She looked offended. This is about me focusing on my career without feeling guilty about leaving you behind. I realized she was waiting for me to beg, to fight, to promise I'd change. But I'd been fighting quietly for a long time, making myself smaller so she could feel bigger. I was exhausted. If this is what you need, I won't stop you. She looked surprised, maybe disappointed I wasn't giving her drama. Then she mentioned she'd already talked to a lawyer. She hadn't come to discuss. She came to inform me. The divorce took 3 months. She let me keep the apartment because she was moving into a luxury high-rise costing more monthly than I made in 3. The day she picked up her last stuff, she looked around like trying to remember why she'd lived there, then left without goodbye. I waited to fall apart. Instead, I felt this weird lightness, like I could finally breathe again. I started running in the mornings, joined a hiking group, people who talked about books and music, not corporate ladders. 2 months later, I found an old photo of us laughing. I put it in a box. That version didn't exist anymore. I posted pictures on social media, trails, coffee shops, not for her, because I had a life worth documenting. Then I heard things. Pammy asking about me, checking my posts. Confused I hadn't fallen apart. 7 months later, I met Anna at a bookstore. We talked 20 minutes about history. Anna was a librarian. When she laughed at my jokes, I felt seen. Being with Anna versus Pammy was like breathing easy versus holding your breath. Eventually, there were pictures of us. Normal couple stuff. A friend said Pammy saw them, spent 20 minutes asking questions, said she looked like she'd miscalculated something important. 9 months post-divorce. Unknown number. Pammy, I've been thinking about us. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe we gave up too easily. 2 years ago, I would have jumped at this. Now, with Anna's things in my apartment, I felt only clarity. I asked what changed. She said something vague about perspective and realizing what mattered. But what I heard, she'd expected me broken, and I wasn't. I've moved on. I'm seeing someone and I'm happy. Long silence. Can we meet for coffee? For closure? I already got my closure. I thought you loved me. Her voice cracking. I did. For years. Through every promotion and late night. But you stopped loving me when my life stopped fitting your idea of success. I fought for us while you planned your exit. She tried speaking, but I wasn't done. You left because my life was too small. I was fighting every day just by staying. You didn't see it. After we hung up, I thought about how different I felt. 9 months ago, that guy felt insufficient. This guy knew. The problem was never my job. Pammy stopped seeing me as a partner and started seeing me as a limitation. Anna came over. I told her about the call. You okay? I was. You know what I love? You're so steady. You know who you are and you're not apologizing. That's exactly what Pammy hated, but Anna loved it. The problem was never me. I'd been trying to be enough for someone who didn't want what I offered. Pammy left thinking I'd crumble. Instead, I discovered who I was without her expectations crushing me.